Georgia goes into Tennessee. Neyland Stadium, good old Rocky Top? Question mark? Good old Rocky Top? Well, it's going to be a nice Rocky Top if they get this game done. Let's get into a little bit of the breakdown. This prediction is going to be pretty quick because we just don't got the time to go long with it. So let's just hop right into it. My question for Georgia is their offensive line. It's looked better, but are they going to be killers? Tennessee's coming at you. They got a lot of athleticism across the D-line. Very athletic, but there are plays to be made against Tennessee on defense. Can they take advantage using their offensive line? Can they run the ball? Last year, that was a big issue for them, and obviously they've been able to run the ball, but they played Marshall and Austin Peay. So can they run the ball against better competition? That's going to play into a lot of that offensive line. They have an amazing receiver core. Let's have Gunnar Stockton get them the football and let them make plays. Expect a lot of lateral stuff with Zachariah Branch. End around, sweeps. I mentioned the run game. Screen passes are an extension of the run game. Expect a lot of it. Can Gunnar Stockton just manage the game? I think yes, he can. That's what he is. He's a game manager. He's not going to make mistakes, and he's probably not going to make the biggest plays, especially with his arm. He can move his legs, though. He can run. Pretty good runner. Tennessee. No turnovers from Joey Aguilar, please. Now, I understand turnovers happen in football, so if it's one, okay, can we not have any back-breaking turnovers like we saw at App State? We'll see. Georgia's a really good defense with a really good coaching staff. Kirby Smart knows how to get it done. They're going to Tennessee. Joey Aguilar has got to take care of the ball. Can't throw interceptions because Gunnar Stockton won't. Gunnar Stockton's going to manage the game, and he's not going to make mistakes. He'll take the dump down. Will Joey Aguilar do the same? Will Deshaun Bishop and Star Thomas take the relief away? Will they help relieve Joey Aguilar, not make him run around and not put him in 3rd and 7 situations every time? Because those aren't always going to convert. Usually they're not going to convert. They've been running the ball really well against these lower competition teams. So again, sorry Syracuse, but these lower competition teams, I really would like to see them run the ball well against Georgia, and they'll prove what I think I already know. Again, sorry for the long pause. Like I said, I'm filming this at night, so throwing in a few yawns here. Chris Brazzell and Braylon Staley have to ball out at receiver. They got to help Joey Aguilar out against a really good Georgia pass rush. Can they do it against good competition? They have a pretty good O-line. That's a staple in Tennessee. They're always going to have a pretty good offensive line. Defensively, you can't get leaned on. Jerron McCoy, best corner in the SEC. Arion Carter, best linebacker in the world. Those dudes have got to lead. They're going to lead, but they can't do everything. Can they not get leaned on? You can't let Georgia just march down the field. You can't let them dominate the time of possession is pretty much what I'm saying. You can't just let them dink and dunk and run the ball their way down the field, or they're going to it's a slow game. It's a war of attrition. They're just going to choke you out and beat you. What's going to happen? You're going to have to take a stand there. Okay, let's get into the weeds a little bit. Georgia is favored by 4.5. The money line is minus 182 for Georgia, plus 150 for Tennessee. Not that big of a money line right there. The over-under is 49.5. I had to put this show together quick, so we're not going to do any key players and all that. But just know that some of these guys are going to dominate. Who do I have winning this game? Everything is telling me to take Tennessee. But I can't. I think Georgia wins in a razor-thin game. Razor-close game. I think they just make a few less mistakes. And I picked Georgia because I just trust them more. You know what I'm saying? Everything's telling me to pick Tennessee, but not by much. So when it's 51-49, I'm going to go with the staff and the coach who has done it before, who I just trust a little more, and that's Georgia. So I'm going to take Georgia to win this game. Probably is going to cover just because the line's at 4.5. But they might not. I mean, a field goal. We'll see. But I got Georgia winning a very close game.